Hey YouTube, so today we're going to be doing a disassembly video of a Keltec RD4. This is a 45 cal rifle. Overall length is 27.4 inches. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so first what you're going to want to do is take off the front screw by the barrel, and you need a special tool for this. It needs to be a knife of a little over 19 inches, otherwise you just can't get the right grip with a Phillips head. But after that screw is out, you can pull the barrel out. Next is the trigger guard. Now this is very hard to get out, so you need a special pipe. Now you can normally get this at any hardware store. It's just normal PVC, ½ inch in diameter. So just latch that on and make sure it's it snaps off cleanly. Alright, cool. Now after that's off, the scope is next. So what you need for that is a long object to slide in between the top and bottom rail, and just wiggle it in there until you hear a snap. Good. Alright, you've got the scope off. Now next is the magazine. The magazine normally on these rifles are pretty easy to take out, but this one has a little bit of a trick. There's a button on the other side. So push that button and pull it out. You did it. Good job. Now put that aside. Next is the foregrip. The foregrip comes off relatively easy with just a slight bit of pressure. Yeah, just give it a little bit of leverage. Sometimes it can get a little sticky. Great. So now that you've got that taken off, the trigger assembly is next. So what you want to do is you want to take a small bladed screwdriver and just any bladed screwdriver will work. But what I like to use is the little plastic one because it makes sure not to mess up the components. It doesn't mess up the components and is great on your hands. It won't give you tetanus, which is a definite plus. Alright, so you're on your way to completely disassembling it. Now, what else you want to do is you want to take off the back plate. The back plate's pretty easy to take off. I mean, it really doesn't need any tools at all. Yeah, I actually don't take the back plate off. You can't get anything back together when you take the back plate off. But yeah, so there's your disassembled gun, and it's set for cleaning. Alright guys, I've cleaned it and we are ready for reassembly. Alright, to start off with, you want to put on the foregrip. The foregrip has a little bit of a technique to put on. You just want to slide it in the hole and click to the right to lock it in place. And on the other side, you need to click it and lock it in on the left. So it's really not that hard once you get the hang of it, but you know, for some first timers it gets troublesome. Alright, next we want to put the scope on. The scope really isn't too hard, but what I like to do is instead of using the 4 screws that come with it, I like to just tape it on. Just gives it a little extra security, and I can really just adjust it however I want. So you just really want to make sure that the tape is not too tight, because if it's too tight you can't adjust it whenever you want. So you really just want to tape it, you know, just 3 or 4 times, just get it pretty good. Yeah, so I just did it 2 times, but you may want to do it 3 to 5 times. Alright, so next, what you want to do is you want to install the magazine. Now this looks easy, but it really isn't very easy, so it's just, I mean, it gave me quite a bit of trouble, as you can see. Normally, I'm pretty good with these kind of things, but I just stuck it in there, so hopefully it'll fire. Alright, so next, you want to reinstall your barrel. This is really just straightforward. You know where the barrel goes, but I typically like to put it in the handle just because it tends to fire better. Something about the angle, I guess. Alright, but next, as you notice, we moved the trigger guard out of the way for ease of the trigger assembly. So what you want to do is you want to bend that trigger guard back into place. That should be good. Alright, so next what you want to do is you want to reinstall the automatic to semi-auto switcher knob. I think I put it around here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So you can really just install this anywhere. It will pretty much work anywhere where you need it, but I like to use a big knife to sort of put it in place. Alright, yeah, so that's exactly how we want to have it. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. Oh, one other thing, guys. I like to use metal strapping on the back plate to hold my ammo. You know, it's really good for holding ammo, but also what I found really works for it is to hold your screwdrivers. And sometimes I like to throw a chisel in there and whatnot, and a soldering iron. You know, I like to carry my knife with me as well when I'm out in the field. So, and sometimes I like to paint. I mean, you really never know. But you know, and then afterwards, you may want to clean your gun. So it's really nice to have all those things on hand. But sometimes I notice that those things come off. So what you want to do is you want to use some of your gun cleaner, aka PVC cement. And you just want to douse the whole gun in it. It makes it just really fire well, and it makes everything stick together. But I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this right now because my gun, holds together pretty well, and I don't think I need it. But you guys may need, depending on how much disassembly you did. But yeah, so that wraps it up for this video. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe.